Imagine if you could tell in just 5 minutes whether a property was a money maker or a money pit. Today I'll show you exactly how to do just that. Hey everybody, I'm Randy Wolfe, and before we dive in, be sure to subscribe to this channel if you are wanting to learn how to invest in real estate. And if you like, you can check out my private real estate community where I coach new and aspiring real estate investors. That link is in the description below. So here's the quick system to analyze rental properties and a way that you can do it fast. First off is the 1% rule. So the 1% rule is a rule of thumb, as I've talked about on this channel before. It's not an absolute full underwriting that you do, but it is a good way to do fast analyzation of a property. Is analyzation, is that even a word? I don't know. It's a good way to analyze a property fast. I'll just say that, okay? So the 1% rule, you basically take the monthly rent, and that should equal at least 1% of the purchase price, okay? So if you have a $200,000 property, the 1% rule says that property should bring in at least $2,000 a month in the form of rent. So that's a very fast way to check. Number two is you check the cash flow, a cash flow check. This is where you're going to subtract the mortgage, the taxes, the insurance, and 50% of the rent for expenses. And if that is positive, it passes this cash flow check. Now again, just like the 1% rule, you're going to want to do in-depth underwriting before you pull the trigger on a property. But again, these are just down and dirty fast ways that you can do this. Number three is a neighborhood review. So what you can do is you can look for rental demand in neighborhoods, low vacancy, tenant-friendly areas, that sort of thing. That's going to be important that you're going to want to do that and look at these neighborhoods if you're actually leasing properties, that you're going to be leasing them in neighborhoods. Sometimes maybe you have a property that's rural, but neighborhood reviews are great because you can really get a good understanding of rental demand and the vacancy and whether or not they're tenant-friendly. And the last thing is exit strategy. Always ask yourself this question. This will help you so much. If I needed to sell tomorrow, would I be able to? That's the question. Could you buy the property, and if you needed to sell it tomorrow, would you be able to at least make all of your money back? Hopefully the answer is you could make money. But can I sell this property tomorrow and have enough equity in it to where I would be able to make money, or at absolute worst, break even? So one of the great things about this channel is I'm a big believer in taking massive, imperfect action. You don't have to have all the answers to take action. You should be taking action today. So here are two things I'm going to give you, two action steps that you can start today in order to get your journey going. Number one is I want you to run that 1% rule on 3 properties that you see today. It doesn't even matter if you're not really going to buy them or nothing like that. Just take 3 properties. You can look at them on, Zillow or whatever, and that are for sale, even if you wanted to do that, and just basically see if that 1% rule will work. And chances are it won't at the current price. And that starts to kind of fill you in and tell you, like, okay, if I were going to really buy one of these 3 properties, where would my price need to be in order for it to be a deal? So that's number one. That's going to get you experience to where you can learn how to underwrite these properties really fast. And I say underwrite, really like analyze them quickly before spending a whole lot of time deep diving into underwriting. And number two, I want you to download a free rental calculator app to quickly test cash flow. So you can go online. There should be some that you can find on there, but find something online where you can actually download a free rental calculator app to quickly test out that cash flow. If you don't have one online that you find, you can actually create one. Use some of the steps that I talk about in this where you can actually create one. There's a lot of software though out there. There's Rentometer is one of them, and there's other software you can find. But just go on and check out on the internet, try to find a free rental calculator app so that you can quickly plug in numbers and test cash flow. Those are 2 things that you can do and start taking action today. Like I said, it's important for you to take massive action if you are going to build out a rental portfolio. And it's not something that you need to wait until you have all the answers, because oftentimes people do wait because they want to have the answers and they never get started. So don't be that person that never gets started. Don't wait weeks analyzing. With this method, you'll know in minutes whether it's profit or whether you need to pass. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you haven't, check out my private community. Like I said, I'll put that link in the description below. But as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.